Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed of All, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed of All, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed of All is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed of all.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed of all.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed of all.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed of all.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed of all.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed of all.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is Strategic.
Good afternoon. How you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and this is another episode of Lunch and Learn. And so today, what I want to talk to you all about, I was supposed to come on before, but what I want to talk to you all today about is the spirit of excellence, okay? And with the spirit of excellence, a lot of athletes don't have the spirit of excellence. A lot of people don't really have the spirit of excellence. So it's hard for athletes to really move forward and get to their goals if they're not operating in a spirit of excellence. And so when I think of the word excellence, I always go back to the definition from John Wooden, right? The legendary coach John Wooden. And so, right, this was from my second book, right? Creating the Perfect Storm, teaching today's athlete. But I'm gonna read this passage for you, all right? It says, the pyramid of success, it derived from the self-made definition of success that Coach John Wooden indoctrinated. Success, defined by Coach Wooden, is a peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing that you made the effort to do the best that you are capable of becoming. So excellence, as described by Coach Wooden, right? Success is doing the best that you are capable of doing at the time in which you're doing it. When I think of excellence, I think of it the same way, right? Success and excellence goes hand in hand. A lot of athletes and parents, hear me and hear me closely. A lot of parents want their athletes to be perfect. A lot of athletes want themselves to be perfect. A lot of coaches want their athletes to be perfect. Well, being perfect and being excellent are two totally different things. No one individual is perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect, right? It was one perfect individual that ever walked this earth, and that was Jesus Christ himself. There's no perfect individual, but we can all strive for excellence. And a lot of athletes aren't taught how to strive for excellence. So I just want to give three quick things today, right? Because if you're not excellent, and if you're not striving towards excellence, and if you're not working with the spirit of excellence, ultimately you become mediocre. And we have a lot of mediocre athletes out here in the world. There's a lot of mediocre people out here in the world. And am I talking about a particular person or a particular athlete? Not at all. But if you're not attracting and striving for excellence, then the next best thing is mediocre. And then after mediocre is just poor. Well, majority of people today are mediocre. And mediocre means average. a lot of athletes, because they're looking to be perfect, they ultimately stress themselves out. Because they're looking to be perfect, they're always looking to do the next thing. And they aren't focusing on where they are and how to be excellent in that thing in which they are already at. I hope I'm not losing you all. If I'm losing you, then this might not be the right channel for you. But because a lot of people, particularly athletes, are being told, you have to do this again. You got to be perfect. You got to get it right. Being right and being perfect are different. But if athletes work with a spirit of excellence, then everything that they'll do will be excellent. It's a higher quality. It's a standard. When I coach, right, on the college level and the high school level, I let it be known that we are epitomizing excellence in everything that we do. The way we play the game, the way we talk to people, the way that we carry ourselves, the way we comport ourselves, our appearance, everything will be in the spirit of excellence. So here are the three things real quick of why most people are mediocre, right? Why most athletes are mediocre and they can't achieve excellence is because, one, they're living to the level in which they already are. So if an athlete is a varsity player, they're actually doing activities and carrying themselves as a varsity player, in which they should be attempting to carry themselves for not the level that they're on, but the level in which they want to go. I'm gonna say that again, right? One way to walk in a spirit of excellence is to not perform based on the level that you're at, but based on the level in which you want to go. And when I was initially going to do this actual class, it came about because some individuals that grown-ups had a job, but they just had a job based on the job that they had. And so they were doing their job mediocre instead of doing it with a spirit of excellence. It's a difference when you go to Chick-fil-A and you may go to Wendy's or McDonald's. It's a difference. Chick-fil-A workers, they operate in a spirit of excellence. They do their job the best that they're capable of doing it at that particular time. So parents, get your athletes to understand, if they want to not be mediocre, because everybody, right, majority of the people are mediocre. An easy way to not be mediocre is to just work based on the level in which you want to go. So for my high school athletes that want to get recruited and want to go and get a scholarship, you have to start working out as a college athlete. You can't continue to work out as a high school athlete. Those people that are on JV that want to make the varsity team, you have to start working like you're a varsity player already. Because most times, if we shoot for a goal, if we miss it, we'll fall right around to where we want to be. So if the goal is college and now you're working with that spirit of excellence and you're working, right, to be at the level in which you want to be in, that athlete, now even when they mess up, because you're going to mess up, now even when they mess up, they'll still be right there at varsity level. So the first thing that athletes can do, parents, you can get your athlete to understand this. In order for them not to be mediocre, not to be average like everybody else, start working at a whole different level. Start working at the level in which they want to be in. That's why most athletes can't work with the spirit of excellence and they wind up just being mediocre, because they're working based on where they are. Same way athletes play to the level of their competition. The excellent ones, the great ones, they're for that next level. So that's the first thing, the level in which they're playing at. They need to play it at the next level, not at the level they're currently playing at. The second thing, you know, I got my notes, right, is the intensity. And I talk about this all the time. It shouldn't take an hour or more to get a workout. The reason why it takes for your athletes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the gym is because they're not working with a certain level of intensity. They're not working right with a spirit of excellence. I'm in this gym. I'm working my body. I'm working my mind. At what intensity can I max myself out and be done? What happens is most athletes, they just go half level or worse, and it takes them 2, 3, 4 hours. Parents, feel free to put it in the chat, right? Parents, feel free to put it in the chat. What up, B? How you doing? Feel free to put in the chat how many individuals, how many parents spend an awful lot of time with their son or daughter at the gym. Oh yeah, I clean up nice. Thank you. How many parents, right, spend way too much time in the gym with their athlete, or they drop their athlete off and then they got to come back, right? And it's way too much time away from home, stopping you from cooking, all those things. Well, have your athlete pick up the intensity of their workout. Now watch this. I just gave y'all 2 golden nuggets. If they work out at a certain intensity for the duration of their workout, and they're working out like they want to get to the next level, or like they're already on that next level, they'll reach their goals in half the time. Just by doing the first 2 things I talked about. If they work out based on the level in which they want to go, and they work out at that intensity, at a higher intensity, they'll get to where they want to go. So we're talking about the spirit of excellence. Most people don't have the spirit of excellence because they're okay with where they are. They're comfortable with where they are. And those people, if they're not excellent, because they're not perfect, but if they're not excellent, they wind up just being mediocre. And mediocre is just average. We got enough average people. It's not hard to get recruited because most people are mediocre. But parents, you're looking at the ones that operate in excellence. Oh, this person got ranked. Oh, this person, well, what are they doing to get that? It may be politics, maybe, but what are they doing to get that? They're probably working harder than your athlete with a much greater intensity, right? At a much greater level, understanding where they want to go. And they're putting themselves around people that are on another level, and they're working out at a different intensity. But finally, this is why most people can't even capture what I'm saying about the spirit of excellence, right? And I know that this message won't hit everybody because, again, most people are average. Most people are mediocre. So they don't even think a certain way. This is why our clients have so much success, because we help them learn how to think, not what to think. We teach them how to think and how to open their minds way beyond the mediocre level. But the third thing is most athletes, they don't really understand the gravity in which they're up against. They don't really understand the gravity of their workouts. They don't understand the gravity of them having a spirit of excellence. They really don't understand the importance of what they're doing. They're just doing it because the majority of the people are doing it. And so when coaches look to recruit athletes, they're not just looking at rankings. Most coaches don't look at rankings. Woo! Did you say that? Most coaches don't look at rankings. The mediocre coaches do. The mediocre coaches do. The coaches that operate in a spirit of excellence, right? They understand that they can get their players to another level because they're already thinking on a higher level from which they are. A junior college coach with the spirit of excellence is already thinking like a Division I coach. A Division I coach with the mindset and the spirit of excellence is already thinking like a professional coach. They're not thinking on the level in which they are. And thus they're doing things at a much different intensity than the mediocre people. And finally, they understand the gravity or the importance of what they're doing. And those three things, my friends, those three things are really why most athletes are mediocre today. That's really why most athletes are mediocre. And that's also the reason why those athletes that walk in the spirit of excellence with everything that they do, they just carry themselves to a higher standard, to a higher level, because they understand that it's easy to be mediocre. But the mediocre people think it's hard as heck to be excellent. You don't have to be perfect. Your athlete does not have to be perfect. Your athlete does not have to be ranked. Your athlete just have to have a spirit of excellence. And once they can capture that in their mindset, everything else changes. So if coaches don't look at rankings, Coach Bailey, what are they looking at? They're looking for those people that are excellent. Because the same way this ticker is at the bottom of this screen, no coach wants to look at ESPN or get a phone call in the middle of the night, hey, go turn on the TV and look at the ticker. One of your players is mediocre. That's not what they want. Yes, you have to be able to play. You have to be able to play this game, or a coach wouldn't even pay attention. But once that coach understands that this particular player can play, and that coach is looking to be excellent, now that coach starts looking at things of why they don't need that kid. Oh, this kid can play. Let me go look at him again. Now they're going to look at him again and finding out, why don't I need this kid? Oh, this kid doesn't hustle back on defense. This kid is mediocre. Oh, this kid got the ball stolen from them. That's cool because they're not perfect, but they didn't hustle back on defense. This kid teammate failed and they never helped him up. This team's teammate like missed a shot and they got totally mad. Bad teammate. They came out the game, didn't shake hands. It's all the little things that really matter, but it's also all the little things that helps create excellence. And because people don't want to do the little things, that's kind of why we have a world of mediocrity. I hope this message and this lesson, this class made sense to you today. Don't be mediocre. Don't allow for your athlete to be mediocre. In fact, have them walk and operate each and every day with the spirit of excellence. They're not going to be perfect, but excellence is rewarded. Believe you me. So I hope that this made sense. My good friend Bethany Rucker out of Atlanta. How you doing? Sean Scott, how you doing? I'm still waiting on you to reschedule your recruitment discovery call. So, hey, whenever y'all are ready, we're here. But so, you know, with that, but I hope that this class today made sense. Just wanted to shout out those people that took the time out. Got my mama on today. It's always good to have mama on looking like a winner you are. Hey, I appreciate it. I am a winner. That's what I do, right? And I attempt to walk in the spirit of excellence each and every day. All right, Sean, we'll be waiting on you. Yep. Raul, thank you for watching, my brother. I thank you for watching. Share this. Share this with somebody that you know that can use it. Share this with somebody that you know that can use it. Coach Darvin Peterson. All right, this is one of my coaching clients, right? Great coach out of the Dallas, Texas area. We help people all over the country, not just athletes, but coaches as well, right? Coach Peterson understands, and not that he and his wife, Portia, was operating in mediocrity. They weren't. But they're now operating in a spirit of excellence with everything that they do, and the roof came off. It's no government secret. Coach Peterson understood the level in which he wanted to be on, his teams and his business. He also understood the level of intensity, things that he needed to do and the way he needed to do them, and his athletes needed to do them. And now it shows. But he understood the gravity of it too. All right, just don't work for athletes. It also works for adults. But the reason why most of your athletes aren't successful as you know they can be is because some of the adults that they're around, they don't understand this themselves. And they're only seeing your child as an athlete. They aren't seeing your child as a person. And if they don't see them as a person, how can they really develop them outside of basketball? Again, that's why Hoops Mastery University, right? We master this hoops thing, and it's literally our own university. All right. So, DB, I appreciate you checking in, man. Appreciate you, Derek. So, with that being said, I got to go. My lunch is over. Didn't even get a chance to eat my salad, but I will get to it later on at some point in time because your boy is starving. But I wanted to continue to be consistent and come on here and give y'all this value. Again, if you haven't had a chance to check out my free case study training, where I break down how athletes really get recruited, right? Really get recruited. I've really sat in that first seat. I really know what we look for, not what the blog sites tell you. People behind a computer that's never drew up a play, that's never played defense, right? That's never did any of those, wrote a practice plan, any of those things. I'm telling you what it takes to get recruited, and it blows most people's minds because they were never taught these things. All right, so go check that out at BeTheRightRecruit.com. Also, go and subscribe to my YouTube page. So Life in Basketball, right? The show, we're actually converting it over into a podcast. I'm about to dump like 5 seasons worth of content on the podcast airwaves, right? So you'll have literally hours and hours and hours and hours to go learn this game, but also to be able to help your athlete. All right, with Hoops Mastery University, we just don't work with the client, the athlete. We also work to help and educate the parent. All right, so if you know that this is what your athlete needs, that they need a new mindset, they need more confidence, they need to be able to reach their goals in a better way, then definitely go check out that case study video and then get back in contact with us, hop on the phone with us, and let's see if we are a good fit to work together. All right. And if so, then we'll see how we can do it. But I'll talk to y'all later. Share this again with somebody that you know that can use it. And until next time, y'all, Coach Carvel Bailey, peace.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed to Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed to Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed to Ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed to Ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed to Ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is strategic.